Hey everybody, this is my 5-minute video and summary of this chapter, which is all about this concept of elasticity. The part that we are studying is known as elasticity of demand. The basis of demand that we've learned about previously is all about when consumers buy more of a good, which is when the price is lower, when incomes are higher, when price of substitutes are higher, and when price of complements are lower. The way that consumers respond to these variables is known as elasticity, what this whole thing's about. Demand for a good is known as elastic if the quantity demanded responds substantially to changes in price. Demand is known as inelastic if the same quantity demanded only responds slightly to changes in price. Now, for me, obviously, as a college student, if something costs a lot more money than something else, I'm obviously going to choose the cheaper option. Here's a straight up definition of elasticity from the book. Elasticity is a measure of the responsiveness of quantity demanded or quantity supplied to a change in one of its determinants. I also went and looked online a little bit, and here's the definition that I found from Investopedia.com that I thought was pretty good. Elasticity is a measure of a variable's sensitivity to a change in another variable. In business and economics, our field and a lot of our majors, elasticity refers to the degree to which individuals, consumers, or producers change their demand or the amount supplied in response to price or income changes. Now, let's talk about that a little bit more. There are a couple of different main things that influence the price elasticity of demand. Availability of close substitutes, necessities versus luxuries, that's two, definition of the market, and time horizon. Now, to dig into these a little bit deeper. Availability of close substances was the first one. This is based off of whether a specific good has alternative or close substances that consumer can buy instead of this. For example, one that I came up with was Gatorade and Powerade. These are two very interchangeable products. While gas, for the most part, there's no close substitute. I mean, they've been trying to come up with new stuff like cooking oil, but there's really no close substitute available to the public. The demand for gas is much less elastic than the demand for Gatorade. Now, let's talk about necessities versus luxuries. This is a concept that necessities, things people really need, we have to have these, have inelastic demand, while luxuries have elastic demand. These are things like water versus sushi. Now, water, we all drink it every day. The body's a lot of water. Water is an absolute necessity and has an inelastic demand. Now, sushi is a fine cuisine, a luxury with an elastic demand. Now, the third one, the definition of the market. The basis of this states that narrowly defined markets will have more elastic demand than broadly defined markets. This is due to the fact that one can find substitutes for narrowly defined goods much easier. It's a lot easier to find. The last one in this topic is time horizon. This concept is stated pretty accurately in its name. Time horizon is all about how goods over a long period of time will normally have a much more elastic demand than something you just measure over a very short period of time. Now, if the price of gas rises substantially, in the short run, it's not going to change how much it's paid for. But in the long run, it's going to get too pricey. People are going to buy more fuel-efficient cars. They're going to live closer to their jobs. They're going to do all things like this. So that's the whole thing of time horizon. And then finally, now that we've covered the basic rules of the elasticity of demand, let's end with the main equation, really much the most important thing that we actually need to know. And I have it right here in the book. Price elasticity of demand equals percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Very important. I'm going to say it one more time. Price elasticity of demand equals percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Now, there's a lot more to elasticity than just what I've covered here today, but this was just a quick and broad summary of what elasticity of demand really is. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.